This has like an arm on it. It's kind of like I'm waving. Hi! Hello! Guys, I can't anymore with these freaking VTuber outfits. I had a different outfit I was gonna wear today, and it took so much effort trying to get it to attach correctly that I just put this one on instead. I literally got a different outfit to put on because I wanted to be themed, but also the other one just wouldn't attach to my body. And you know what? That's fine, I guess. Whatever. And you know what? That's fine. Who cares, I guess. You know? This one's wild, is it? What did the other one look like? It was supposed to be like this like kind of like cute sort of, well, it wasn't cute. I mean it had boobs, but it was like sort of more vampire looking. But you know, it's whatever. If I can get it to work, then I'll do it for a different thing before the end of Halloween. Because I realized, that's why you saw on Tuesday when I did this with Cora, it's finally set up. I realized how close freaking... I didn't realize, like, how close the end of October is. Like, I have something that I will release next week because, you know, Halloween's next week, but I didn't realize that it was, like, literally next week. Like, I thought that we were, like, in the second week of October. That's not true! I had all of these things I wanted to do in October, and it's almost over! I opened my eyes, and then I closed them to sleep a day, and then October was gone! Like, I had all these themed ideas I wanted to do, and then it's like, well, yeah, if the month was even still around. So... that's why, you know, it's fine. I wanted to finish Corpse Party this month. That's not gonna happen. I will still play Corpse Party in November, but like, I thought that we'd have enough time to play the entirety of Corpse Party. And like, I thought there'd be more time for like, spooky fun stuff. But, no. October's over next week. That's crazy. But, I still have like, some cute stuff that'll be going on. There's some fun stuff people will be doing. Today we're doing this like tier list because I couldn't do a long stream, and also I was like, oh, I can't do a long stream today. I'll do the fun ASMR ideas that I had. And then I couldn't do them because there's construction in the apartment next to me, and the people who are workers there, like, it's like randomly they'll start like doing hammering and stuff, and then my dog starts barking, and then I'm like, well, then I can't do ASMR. So I'm gonna move it to this Saturday and Sunday instead, in the hopes that because it's the weekend they won't be working, so there won't be construction. Or that's my thought on it, is if we do it this weekend, then there won't be construction. And it's crazy because I keep being like, what are these voices that I hear? Like, am I going insane? No, it's that the people who are doing construction, like, sometimes they're, like, quiet as a mouse. And then they'll start, like, singing and playing music. And then, like, I'm like, the walls aren't that thin, or I would get noise complaints. And then I realized it's because they like to leave the door open to the apartment they're working on next door. So, it, like, the sound leaks and then comes through the front door of my apartment. And so I can hear them because I can hear them through the front door, and also they open the balcony door, so I can hear them through the balcony door and the front door. Anyway, I'm looking forward to when they finish construction, because I feel like they've been doing construction on the unit next to me for like so long at this point. We aren't the voices. I hope you guys aren't the voices. Then I'm crazy. And I'm not crazy. Right? This is when you guys say, right! Yo, you're so right, Toka. You're not crazy. You're really, really sane. Very stable. Very normal. Normie. Haha. I'm extremely normie. That's why... Oh. I was trying to come up with a good defense. Wait, give me a second. I'm extremely normie. Today, I watched a Smosh video. That's a normie thing, right? That's something normie people do. It's because I saw this, like, I saw this Smosh video on my feed today that was about, like, this prank that one of the girls had been doing for 4 months, where she was, like, making this, like, prank that she was engaged to her boyfriend, and everyone fell for it. And so I was like, oh, I want to see how she did this prank. And it was actually pretty good. The editing was really good, and the prank itself was actually pretty insane, so I enjoyed it. I like when I, like, see people be really creative with stuff. The N in Tokaku stands for normal. There's not an N in Tokaku. Might be too normie. I will say, I do get more Smosh videos on my feed because my roommate watches a lot of Smosh, and she's, like, a super huge fan. So I, like, get the thing where, you know, like, when someone, like, brings up something and then, like, your computer picks it up and then they show it, like, and they show it everywhere. I think that was the point. Oh. Anyway, bye. The thing about thank you, Rex, for being a member of the Toka Cult for 3 months. What is being normal? I don't know, but thank you. So, like, I get confused when people say, like, because I think a lot of people think that the at the end of my name is, like, an N, or it's supposed to represent an N, so I just thought that they were mentioning that it's an N! You know what's crazy is there's also a lot of promotional materials that have the tilde n thing as, like, my last name, as if, like, my first name is Tokaku and my last name is n, which would certainly be the most interesting name in the world, wouldn't it? Sometimes I regret having my last part of my name be tilde n, because also then, like, in some promotional materials, it's really crazy because they'll be like, the whole font will be normal for, like, the Tokaku with the tilde, and then, like, there'll be a different font for the n because the font that the person is using to make the graphic doesn't have a font that looks similar for the n. So they just use a different font and then just, like, tacked on at the end. Because I completely forgot that not all fonts have, like, all the alphabets of different languages. And then a lot of people don't know how to say the name either. And so it's like, oh, maybe I should have just picked an actual, like, last name. But I just thought it would be cool if I didn't. You know, I was like, it will be kind of funny and iconic. And, like, a play on words. But also, I couldn't just be Tokaku if I just wanted to have only the first name, because that's the name of this really famous Osu player, and I've never played Osu in my life. But then would the last name be? I don't know. I probably would have picked an entirely different name. I'll be honest. I had, like, a list beforehand of, like, other names I had considered. I don't know where they are, but I did have a list of, like, different names I had thought of if I had been told that I couldn't do Tokakun. Because I did, when I did request, we were, like, picking our names and stuff, I did say, like, I did ask for permission from Senbei. I was like, I know this is a little strange, but can I do this? And he was like, yeah, why not? I was like, I don't know, I just thought that you would have, I don't know, had an opinion that it didn't have a last name. And he was like, why would I care? It's unique enough for SEO. I was like, oh, thanks, that's great. Because it is, it's unique enough for SEO, so it doesn't really matter. You can always take Osachi. I'm gonna steal. I'm copy, paste, cut, attach, paste to my name. Why, you don't want Yui to become Yuin? Yuin! Because apparently it's my last name. You know, not everyone needs a last name. You know, it's like Zendaya. It's iconic enough by itself. It doesn't need a last name. Or Madonna. Or Cher. I thought your last name was from Stellarverse Production Infinium. That's true. My first name is Toka-kun. My last name is, in brackets, Stellarverse Productions. Or in bracket SVP. I don't know. I just thought that like it would be a unique name to have, and you know what? It was unique. Unique enough for no one to know what to do with it. And you know what? Maybe that's just my own personality because I'm so normal that it confuses the people who aren't normal. Because my normalness is just overtly abundant. Like I got a video on my feed last night that I watched that was about the Sphinx macaw. But I've been watching a lot of animal videos, so maybe that's not normal. Maybe that's just that you know. But I think that that's normie content, like science videos about the Sphinx macaw, and I built a terrarium in X amount of days. Watch my aquarium build from this amount of days. I don't even own a fish, but I watch a lot of aquarium videos. I kind of, well, I don't know if I want a fish. I just love learning about fish. I just think nature's cool. I get so many nature videos on my recommendation, as you should. They're good videos. I love learning. Isn't that normie of me? I'm a really big fan of documentaries and mini documentaries about animals and nature facts. Isn't that a normie thing? Normies like to look at videos about the outside because they love going outside. Well, I don't know if I like going outside, but I like learning about it. What's one of the more normie things that I recently got indoctrinated to? There's like there is a what is it called? It's like I've been watching a lot of those videos too, where it's like I visited these different types of steps of hotel rooms in like a boat, or like I visited these landmarks, or I did this. I visited 50 states in 50 days. Those are pretty normie videos, right? Those are like pretty popular on the algorithm videos. What do you mean what in the Toka Donka Bonkas? These aren't even, they're a little bit bigger, but they're not like 20,000 times bigger than my normal assets. They're just not covered in a bodysuit. Here, would this bring you more comfort? I thought it would be more comfortable if you could see the bottom of the asset. Wait. Let me make sure it's pinned. Okay. Like, does this make it look better? I feel like this makes it look worse. Like, I felt like if I did this, it looked way worse than if I showed the part where it was covered. You know? So, I showed the part where it's covered and leaning on a pumpkin. Because that makes it look less sussy, don't you think? It shows where the end is. It's like when Yui, like, shows, like, only the top half of her model and looks like she's naked because her top doesn't have, like, a neck part. And then we all make jokes about how she looks naked because you can't see... so you can't see the, like, other parts of her. Like... I always think about, like, okay, like, what looks more like, because a lot of VTuber assets are like this, where they have, like, big badonkers and they're out. So my mind is always like, what can I do to make it seem less like it's sussy, but still cute, but also so you can still see the outfit? Because if I don't show the whole outfit, then, like, what's the point? Like, the outfit's really cute. Like, look at this outfit. Like, it's like a cat girl. You can't tell because, like, I'm not showing the other parts of it, but it's basically a cat girl. Wait, where's the ghost? There was supposed to be a ghost. Where did he go? Wait, where's the ghost guy? What happened to him? What's the toggle for the ghost? Wait, what the hecky? What did I type that had the ghost? There was a... Anyway. You'll see it later, I guess, maybe if I figure out. There's supposed to be a ghost thing that, like, floats next to the side with the pumpkin hand. There's, like, a little, like, live 2D animated ghost guy, but you can't see him. I think I might have accidentally typed something that, like, was the trigger, because I didn't set the toggles for this beforehand. But there is, like, a... Oh, wait, the cattail disappeared, too. That must be one of the toggles. Is it this? Where did it go? Oh, wait. Okay, wait, that's the neck. Oh, there he is. There's the ghost. Look at him. Isn't he so cute? I wish he wasn't on the bottom. Like, I wish that he was floating on, like, the side of the outfit so I could, like, have the ghost at the top. He's just happy. He's like, look at this guy. He's such a cutie. I thought that this was a really cute asset. It has big boobs, but I mean, I think the thing of itself is like really cute. If I had more time, I would have put on cat ears, but then you guys would have called me a furry too, so then maybe I shouldn't have put on cat ears. But I really like this one. I really like ghosts. You know, a very interesting, if I ever do a... So we were supposed to do like a VTuber design, sort of, a VTuber design sort of stream, like the girls and me. We were gonna do this, but, I wanted to, design a ghost light VTuber. I thought that would be really cool. A ghost light. If you don't know what a ghost light is like this light that they put on in the middle of a theater, for the ghosts. And I think that would be a really cool concept. You know? Like, a ghost, like, light that's, like, haunting a theater, and, like, the ghost light is a part of the design, like, maybe at, like, the neck. Would be really cool. Hereditary Design is a true artist. Thank you. My artist is Lucy. Or, no, actually, that's just her whole name on Twitter, too. But she designed Serena and me, and also, Uruka, and also, Chiaki. It was Chiaki's original design. But I also helped design this. I think during my 1 year, maybe when I'll dig out my iPad to find the original design I sent. Because I designed, like, the original drafts of this. Though my hair was different. It was more of a bob haircut. I like bob haircuts a lot. But this is definitely a little bit more, like, unique as, like, the shorter hair. But I would never have my hair this short IRL. I couldn't do it. I would get too insecure. I like having enough hair where I can, like, push it a little bit in front of my face more. But you know what's funny about this hair is that I never remember that I have the two long strands in the front. Like, whenever I draw, like, sketches of myself in my free time for fun, I, like, always forget about the front parts of my hair. And then I look at it, like, again and again and again. I'm like, something is missing about this art. There is something about me that I'm missing in this art. And it's always the two front strands of my hair. Like, the two longer parts in the front, I never remember that I have those. And then I draw the whole art, and then I go, oh, I have to go back in and redraw that. I like long hair. I think it's cute when people have long hair. Sorry. I had to stretch. If you took away the hair clips? Yeah, if I took away the hair clips, I mean, it would look it would look too symmetrical, probably. The thing is, like, I love long hair in designs, but I haven't had long hair since I was really, really young. Because I feel like it takes too much upkeep to have super long hair. Like, I have, like, more, like, medium-ish length hair. Just why would you, like if it gets too long, then you really have to start taking care of it. I mean, sorry, my hair is really short. I have a pixie cut. But, like, But also, I think that like when your hair is too long, it takes way too much maintenance to take care of. Like, I remember the first time I went from having super long hair to having super short hair. I like, when I got cut off, like, and I looked in the mirror, I was like, wow, my head feels so much lighter. I didn't know that, like, hair, the weight of hair, like, existed. Because in my head, you know, in my thoughts, it's so thin, you know? Obviously, it can't weigh that much. Like, it's so light, obviously, or that's what I thought. But then, when I first decided to, like, cut my hair off, I was like, whoa, this is actually, like, hair is heavy. Because, like, when I was going from middle school to high school, I had my Sakura, oh frick, what's her last name in the Naruto? Sakura Haruno. I had my Sakura Haruno moment where I was like, I'm going from middle school to high school. I need to chop all of my hair off and become a new person. And so, because growing up, I had like longer hair, and then when I went to high school, I cut off like more than half of my hair, honestly. And I like cut it off, and I was like, damn, not only do I feel like a new person, but also this haircut looks way better, and I don't know why I didn't do this from when I was younger. And then also, damn, hair is really freaking heavy. And I also realized it more when I was like, one of my friends in college, she has like really, really bad migraines. And she would always cut her hair to be a certain length, and I'd always be like, why? You love putting your hair up in like braids and ponytails. And she would always tell me, well, at one time she told me, she was like, well, if I let it get too long, then the weight of it makes my migraines worse. And I was like, really? Like, that can happen? Like, something like just having your hair be longer can make like your migraines worse? And she was like, yeah, because the longer it is, if I put it up, you know, like the weight of it being put up and pulling in that direction when it's longer is heavier, so it can make the strain on my head worse. So she always had very short ponytails and really short braids, but it's because she couldn't keep her hair long. I did have a high school awakening. It's because I transferred schools from middle school to high school, and I was like, I'm a new person. That, newsflash, I wasn't, but you know, whatever. I wasn't that different. I just had shorter hair and a new style, I guess, because I had to wear stuff that fit in the school's like sort of uniformness. I mean, my high school didn't have like a uniform, you know, like a uniform. Like, it's not like I went to like a strict Catholic school with like a schoolgirl uniform, but there was a strict dress code, and I didn't. Before I went into that school, and I realized before thankfully before classes started, that like I didn't have clothes that fit into the dress code. Yeah, it was just a dress code, but it was like a strict dress code. Like, people got dress cuts. I had like, because it was like your skirts had to be a certain length if you wore a skirt. If you had like jeans or whatever, they had to have a certain ending to them. You couldn't show X part of your body. You couldn't show this part of your body depending on your gender. Like, you had to have like a collar or like a neck length of some like a certain amount. Like, you couldn't have certain types of colors. You couldn't have like if you wore a dress, you had to have certain cuts for the dress. Like, you couldn't do XYZ sort of like designs or cuts. You couldn't have like graphics that were like too outlandish on your shirt. You couldn't have graphics that were like that like gave off certain sorts of like slogans or things. I think because it was a more like, the school was like what you call, it was like a college prep private school, and so like they had like very strict dress codes because they wanted their kids to look a certain way. You know? Like, we were supposed to look like young professionals, if that makes sense. There was also like dress codes for like hair too. Like, boys had to have hair. Like, the boys at my high school, You couldn't have hair past a certain length. You couldn't have certain types of hair colors. You couldn't really do your hair either, like for girls. Like we weren't supposed to like curl our hair. We weren't supposed to dye our hair. That sort of stuff. And you weren't supposed to really wear makeup at my school either. Like you could wear like light, natural looking makeup, but you weren't allowed to wear like heavy makeup or anything. There was also like dress code rules for like type of jewelry you wore. Like we couldn't wear like really big statement earrings or anything. Like you had, if you were gonna wear earrings, they had to be like really tasteful, and they couldn't be too long, and they could be like little studs and stuff. Like there were like stuff like that as well. And we couldn't have tattoos, but obviously we weren't supposed to because we were in high school. If you had tattoos, they had to be like approved by your parents. Like, because there are people, you know, who have like cultural tattoos and stuff that they'll get when they're younger. So like that was allowed, but it had to be like approved by parents with the school beforehand. From people from being bullied, I think a lot of dress codes are also just in part to like fit in with like the, what is it, like the preconceived notion of like behavior, what a child's behavior should be. And also because I did go to a religious school, you know, I think parts of it was also based on that sort of like religious school of belief of how people should be dressed and stuff. Because I only went to religious schools growing up. But I had friends who like never followed dress code and they got docked all the time, and they were always in like Sunday, Saturday school because they had to like make up for the credits they were accumulating on their accounts. Because like when you got dress cuts, they like we had like a system at the school where like if you had X amount of like points, then at a certain point it would drop your entire, like all of your classes a letter grade. So like if you kept getting like dress cuts, then the points would lead eventually and add up to dropping your whole grades, like not just one class, like your entire, like every class would get dropped a letter grade. So it was a really big incentive to like either dress correctly, or you could do Sunday, Saturday school, which was basically like doing labor. And so like you could do like you could do Sunday or Saturday school and like work in the cafeteria, clean the campus, that type of stuff, and it would remove the like strikes on your student like point account for like those like cuts and stuff. But like obviously no one liked doing it, but a lot of my friends didn't like following dress code, so they would always end up doing that because they needed to take the points off their account. One of my friends though, like she's still one of my friends now, it's like she broke the rules so often that teachers just started to not give her cuts anymore, and it was kind of iconic, I'll be honest. They were just like, ah, she's never gonna freaking listen. And so she had dyed hair and wore whatever she wanted to school, and she stopped getting cuts, and people just kind of liked her enough to never like say anything. She literally is like, she would hate me for saying this, I've talked about her before, but she was like very like the manic pixie dream girl of my school. Cause like everyone liked her, like she was popular without being like a cool kid, you know? Her grades weren't great, she wore whatever she wanted, she had colored hair, she was really charismatic, all of the teachers loved her. Like, she was definitely like the manic pixie dream girl of like her grade. You know what I mean? Like she was a lot like, you know, like, you guys ever watch like Stargirl? Like, she was very like Stargirl or like that Ramona Flowers character sort of vibe. Like, she has like ultimate charisma check. They had a hair length rule for guys and couldn't grow up. So there was this guy in my acting class, and he had normal hair that fit into the school's dress code, right? But he had this twin brother who went to a different school, okay? And it was so funny because his twin brother had like long hair, like he visited the campus, and he wasn't in dress code because he didn't go there, and he had long hair. And my friend told me that my classmate got a dress cut because they thought it was him and they dress cut him. And then he had to get his parents to like email them and let them know that it wasn't him and it was his brother coming to school. And like, just because his brother was like visiting for a class, and like they just looked the same, and so the teachers striked him. It was crazy though. Like, that was like one of the first times I ever like thought about like the like, because I knew that it wasn't him, because, you know, obviously you don't just grow your hair out in a day, and like you'd be stupid to just come to school with like breaking several dress code violations. But like, I had never like noticed like twins like that before, because like I did like, I was in a theater program growing up where like there were like two twins in the program, and it was really iconic because they both played like several instruments, and they weren't really in the like plays, but they were in the orchestra pit. And it was like, it was a very different experience because they both dressed the same, they sounded the same, and they played basically the same instruments, except for one of them played the piano as their main instrument and the other one played the drums as their main instrument. Serena! Hi, Serena! Hi, Starbright! Welcome! Hi! Welcome, Star Shower! Serena, what were you doing? How was your stream? Welcome! Welcome! Waves my asset paw at you. How was it? Horse training? Oh yeah, you're training your horses. Is Teo still your is your Toka Teo still your favorite? Tokai Teo. That's how the announcer says it in Umusume. Tokai Teo. I'm happy you're having fun with Uma. I'm happy you're getting more into it. Hibiki fanfare. Uma pyoi, Uma pyoi. Sukitachi, Uma, 3, 2, 1. I hope you had a great time with Uma, and that if you have any extra pulls, that they're good, because I pulled twice yesterday for Meisho Dodo and I got nothing but trash. But that's just how it is. But I hope that you're taking care of yourself. Oh, also, guys, this weekend is Event Horizon, and if you guys, you know, enjoy Serena's Starstruck, I just have to say, she'll be at Event Horizon performing, and she's gonna be really good. I'm just saying, I've already seen her set. I'm just saying, it's gonna be really good, and you should keep your eye out for her. Also, don't forget about her meet and greet as well. She also has a meet and greet. How's the candy? I haven't ranked a single thing. I've just been sitting here, talking. But I will put candy corn in S tier, but that was already in the thumbnail, so that's not a spoiler for anything. Can't wait to see you all. Yippee! Hey, you know, even if you're too drunk, you could still probably chat as long as you're normal. You better have a good defense for candy corn in S tier. I have the best defense for candy corn in S tier. Well, I have the best defense, and then I have the other good defenses. But the best defense is that it's my favorite. So, well, it's not my favorite of all time, but it's one of my favorites. Toko loves alcohol? That's... I was about to say that's not true. It is kind of true. It's pretty good. Do I love other things more than alcohol? Yes. But is it good? Yes. You know, the first time I had alcohol was literally as a child in preschool when my aunt dipped an apple and soaked it in wine and then let me eat it. That was the first time I ever tasted an alcohol, was when I was in preschool and my aunt dipped apple in wine and then had me eat it. Because I was curious, and she was like, here, and then she soaked the apple slice in wine and then gave it to me to try, and damn, that apple slice tasted horrible. I think she was trying to get me to not like it without directly having me consume alcohol. Like, she wanted me to think it tasted bad, and you know what? I mean, I still also think it's bad. I don't think alcohol tastes good. Just saying. I might like alcohol, but I still think it tastes like shit. Like, even when it tastes good, it still tastes like shit. You know? Like, just because a cider tastes okay doesn't mean I don't hate the aftertaste of alcohol. But it is a thing. Apparently, that's like a lot of parents and stuff like tried that on their kids to make them not want to try drinking. Both my parents started giving me alcohol when I turned 13. I don't know if that's a good thing to do for your brain. I say that though, but I mean, I totally have never drank it until I was 21 and legal drinking age. But I will say, if I might have started drinking not that much after that, if it wasn't a true fact that I didn't start drinking till I turned 21. And it totally didn't destroy my brain. Probably, hopefully, I don't know. I have never had a brain scan, but I totally would say I don't think it destroyed my brain. Mixed drinks are where they get you because you can get a buzz and it tastes good. I mean, even some of the best drinks I've ever had, I still think it kind of... I could have had a juice and it would have tasted better. Toka is my why not, even though she's also my sister and my wife. The lore is crazy. Well, you are a time traveler, so the lore can be as crazy as you want it, because it's basically like, what do you call it? Like, it's like the magnum, not the, I was about to call it the magnum opus. Can I use my brain cells? The mecha, the deus ex machina. The deus ex machinas. Also on private property, that's true. It's not against a lot. The MacGuffin, the Deus Ex. Sorry, I don't know why when I read Deus Ex in my head, I read gay sex. I was like, oh, Yuri! Oh, it's Yuri! What do you mean not in front of Serena? She knows about Yuri. Serena knows what Yuri is. Ask me if I think she doesn't. Being say-so doesn't mean you don't know what Yuri is. Right, Sarah? She knows what it means to hold my hand. I've held her hand before. It's soft. And very delicate, honestly. Yeah, Yuri on Ice, which is also SIGX. But what's it called? The if I had box wine, which I don't have anymore, I have like this one bottle of like really bad cupcake rosé that I bought for my friend's party that no one drank because obviously cupcake rosé is not very good. But I have that in my house. I haven't drank it yet because it's way too early to drink alcohol. You know, I think it's crazy that, like, Perry was literally like, I didn't know the first time you ever day drank was with me. And it's like, yeah, you know, I like drinking alcohol, but I also normally don't drink until like 6 to 7 p.m. Like, I have like a pretty hard timer on alcohol unless I have a collab where it's like a drinking collab, but it starts earlier than when I would start drinking, then I'll start drinking then. But almost always, I just don't drink until it's nighttime. And I think it's because I've conditioned my brain to be like, thinking that alcohol is a nighttime thing because of like when I would totally not stay up till 2 a.m. to drink alcohol, totally not in high school because I didn't drink until I was 21. But, you know, I think I would have conditioned my brain to think like that, you know, like that, like in my head, you know, drinking starts at like nighttime when your parents can't catch you. What's the cutoff for day drinking? I mean, I normally wouldn't start drinking, like, I would say, like, you shouldn't drink alcohol before at least 5 p.m. In the same way as, like happy hour. You shouldn't. Day drinking starts at 10 a.m. and ends at 3. You know, my dad used to drink starting at like 6:25 a.m. Because my dad, he used to wake up, take the dogs on an early morning walk, and then he would come back and I would like be waking up for school and I would hear the sound of the wine box pouring a glass of wine in the morning. And I'd be like, Dad, isn't it a little bit early to start drinking? And he'd be like, well, first of all, Toka, wine isn't alcohol. And second of all, I just took, you know, I've been awake for a bit. I took the dogs on a walk. This is my reward. I was like, okay. You know, whatever makes you happy. It is true, it is always 5 o'clock somewhere else in the world. Not where we were, but it was certainly 5 o'clock somewhere else. Yeah, my dad used to say that wine isn't alcohol, which I think is wrong, but, you know, that's just how he thought. He was like, wine isn't alcohol. Wine's healthy. As he pours himself a second glass before 12 p.m. Wine isn't alcohol. Wine is healthy. So, it's not alcohol. It is healthier for you than some other alcohols, but I wouldn't say that it's healthy. I just think it's so crazy. I always think that that's like the most iconic thing. Like if he had been an actor in a movie and that was on the script and he had said that line, that was the most like me branded sentence I've ever heard in my life. If he had said that somewhere else and it was in a movie and someone else had written the line for him and then he had said it and it had been filmed and then he said it on the movie, then it would have been really iconic and it probably would be on a t-shirt. In the convoluted second alternative universe where my father was a role in a movie and that was a line and he was a famous actor and that was filmed and put in a Netflix original series, then someone would have really liked that line and they would have put it on a t-shirt. Wine isn't alcohol when you're in the mindset to drink a lot of it. That's true. My dad used to go through a wine box. Like, he would go through at least, like, 2 in a week. Sometimes 3. So my mom always had to, like, we had, like, a store of wine boxes. Because otherwise she'd have to go to Costco too many times. So she would just buy a bunch of them in bulk. You can eat like a taco when it's flat, but not rolled up like a hot dog. I think of taco more as like what the shell is, and then like the inside. It's technically a hot dog, but it's just a piece of bread cut in half. If you don't if you get a bread piece of ciabatta, and you cut the ciabatta loaf, but you don't fully cut it to the end, and you put meat inside of it, would you then call that a hot dog? Like, that wouldn't be a taco. It'd just be a sandwich. No, it's one box of wine across one person every 2.5 days. My mom doesn't drink alcohol. My dad drinks alcohol. If you think about how many amounts of bottles of wine is in one box of alcohol, it's different. We never bought bottles. Bottles are too expensive if you're gonna drink a lot of alcohol. That's why I don't buy bottles either. If you're gonna drink a lot of alcohol, then like, you really shouldn't get a bottle versus like a box of something. Not bad. I know a few people who do a fireball like a day. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. The point is it's not healthy, cause the point isn't how much it is, and the point is you really shouldn't drink that much alcohol. I'll be honest with you. If you're drinking a bottle of fireball, a box of wine in a day or 2 days, you really shouldn't do that. Now, have I done it before? Yeah. Do I think you should do it? No. There was a time when I was young and stupid where I drank half a handle of rum, and it was one of the worst decisions of my entire life. You should not do that. I do not recommend drinking in bulk or binging alcohol. Like, you really shouldn't. That was a huge mistake! I felt really bad. Don't do that! No, no, no! Drink healthily. That's true. Drinking and buying bulk alcohol is better though. It is so much cheaper. Don't buy bottles. Not good. The only time I ever buy like a bottle is if I'm like bringing something to a friend's house. I still have rum and coke PTSD from college. Can't drink Kraken. Oh, that sucks. Kraken is one of the only ones that's good. When I drank that half a handle of rum, it was Bacardi rum, and now I can't drink Bacardi. Like, the smell of specifically the Bacardi rum just makes me like want to throw up. Like I can just like imagine like the just disgusting smell of Bacardi rum. Ugh, gross. Like I was literally like, oh yeah, this is great, keeps drinking it. I don't know how I did that. You couldn't ask me to do that today. You could not beg me to do that type of shit today. Like, I don't know, the mind when you're young just like goes a little wild with it. The mind when you're young, certainly, I mean, I'm still young, but the mind when you're younger than I am, oh my goodness, the way that your brain just is like makes the stupidest decisions. I was like, oh yeah, you know, I can just keep drinking. Because I was alone. I was like, I had my handle of Bacardi rum. I was hanging out in my room. I was like, watching YouTube videos, and I was like, oh yeah, like, this is fine. Keeps drinking, keeps drinking, keeps drinking. It's totally gonna be okay when I wake up to go to do Black Friday shopping tomorrow with my friends. Keeps drinking, keeps drinking. Oh, horrible decisions of my life. Your wallet wasn't happy with you? Yeah, alcohol's expensive. Bacardi also gives me PTSD. Oh yeah. Ever since I drank 2 bottles of it straight one night, now when I drink it I throw up. Yeah. I mean, it's like, you gotta start with tasty apples and drink the gross ones after you're too drunk to I mean, yeah, but also if you just start drinking the bad stuff, then you won't have to think about like anything, you know? Then you won't have to think about anything, and isn't that the whole point? Never stopped me from going back. I mean, thankfully there's a bunch of different types of alcohols. Thankfully there's so many different types. Like, I didn't get into liking whiskeys until I was in college. I mean, sorry, when I was later into college, but totally still of earlier drinking ages beforehand, you know? Have you tried Mad Dog 20? No. But my favorites are just mostly any sort of whiskey. And then, if I have to drink rum, I like Kraken. Because I can't drink Bacardi anymore. I like that one tequila that has like really cute art on it. I forget what type of tequila it is, but it's really good. I like it more than the normal types of tequila I see people drink. Tequila brands. It's got like the cute like art. Guys, I'm wrong. The art isn't cute. I'm insane. I thought it was cute. I've misremembered the bottle. It's called Espolion. I like the Espolion tequila. That one's pretty good. Or Espolion. It's pretty good. But I don't drink tequila often. Do I like any other stuff? Oh, I love amaretto. I love amaretto. Like, what is it called? The, when I was totally of a legal drinking age, I I was watching a video on YouTube where these girls were like trying out different what alcohols tasted best in hot chocolate, okay? And so they were trying out all these different alcohols in hot chocolate, and they basically were like, yeah, amaretto and hot chocolate is the best like alcohol mixed in for hot chocolate. So I had it in my mind that I really wanted to try amaretto. And so I was telling my friends when we were totally not in high school, and they got me this bottle of amaretto so that I could try mixing it with hot chocolate. And so I tried it when I was totally legal drinking age, and it was honestly so good. So now as an adult, sometimes when I like really want to like treat myself, I'll buy amaretto, but it's like not really worth buying amaretto because it's like it's such a low alcohol like concentrate, freaking what do you call it? It's such a low proof. There, that's a better word. It's such a low proof that like unless you're just drinking it to have fun, like it's not really gonna do anything. Like I can drink a whole bottle of amaretto and be fine. So it's kind of like only for the taste you would have to get it, and it's too expensive for just the taste, in my opinion. Now, you know, I've gotten to the point in my life where I do like cost benefit for every alcohol I buy. But it's really tasty. It's so good, but also it'll give you a really bad headache because it's so sugary. Because like every time I get a really bad hangover, it's because I drank something that has like a lot of sugar content, you know? And the sugar content is what makes you hungover, other than the fact you know it's like alcohol, and alcohol is like poison. But like the sugar content really gets you. And so even though it's really delicious, it's like it's just so sweet, you're gonna feel like shit the next day. But it is really good. I also used to have a mouse named Amaretto. Stuff like Bailey's, yeah, sugary stuff. But I had a mouse named Amaretto growing up. So I had a bunch of mice growing up. I used to have a buddy who had alcohol buying down to a science. Like he knew what the cheapest way to get the most alcohol was. Yeah, I do a lot of that type of shit. I don't know, it's just like if I'm gonna buy it as if it's some sort of like, I don't know, like a treat or a candy that I have all in the house all the time, then it's like I gotta think of it scientifically, because otherwise you're spending way too much money. It's kind of like when you buy like cuts of meat from the store, right? It's like, what meat does it actually matter if it's like high quality? You know? What is it called? The oh, look at my tracking. It's so phenomenal when it cuts off like that. What was I about to say about life? I got so distracted by watching my model freak out. What was I even saying? What am I doing with my life? What is this stream? Oh yeah, the cheapest meat cuts! You're so smart. Nowadays, literally what I do is like, I just buy, most of the time I don't really want that much red meat. So now what I do is I buy, unless it's like for a treat, you know, like because I really want like a steak or something. I just buy, Hi Yui! Oh, you're thinking about the boobs. I thought you were gonna say that I haven't started the tier list yet. Hi Yui! I love you! Hi! Don't mind me. I'm just doing a tier list, I think. Look at my ghost! What do you think of him? What do you think of my ghost, Yui? Isn't he cute? He's just floating. That looks like a great spot for your face. Do you mean on the ghost? She can't hear you. She doesn't have headphones. That is so funny. That is so funny that she's here and she doesn't have headphones. She's so cute. Yeah, the ghost on your It's a really great... I think this is a great outfit. I should send it to her later. Then she can have it too. Then I can see her in a picture of it. And then you guys can't because... it's for me only. I like when I get sent a picture from Yui that's for me only. You know? Sometimes when I get an asset, I send it to Yui so she can take a picture of herself in it. But then you guys never see it. Because she'd have to buy it, but she can't. Because she doesn't want to spend the money on it. So then I ask her to send a picture from me. What can I say? It's like how boyfriends buying their girlfriend's clothes to try on. That is kind of true, I guess. I don't know. I always thought it wasn't it. Isn't it like, I don't know, in the TV shows, isn't it more like the boyfriend buys their girlfriend clothes just to buy them clothes as a gift? Or is it the way you're wording is that the boyfriend buys clothes for themselves to have the girlfriend try on, but then the boyfriend wears it anyway? So isn't that just sharing clothes at that point? Hi, Big Papa John! I'm confused in the logic of this. Also, I was like reading some Robin and Raven fanfiction recently, and it made me think about mall culture. It's usually underwear, but yeah, most of the time you just give them your old clothes. Most of the time I just get my jacket stolen. You know, doesn't the girlfriend just want clothes and someone buys it? That's so true. Like if Yui was like, I really want this asset to wear on stream, I would just buy it for her. It was making me really reminisce about mall culture because I haven't been to a mall with friends, like a mall to go like shopping, like not just for like a thing, for like a long time. Hi Yui! Hi Straw Bunnies! Hi! Hi Yui! I hope Deco Yui went well. Welcome! Hi Straw Bunnies! Hi milady, I like your assets. Look at all that personality. You guys are so funny. Where'd the cushions come from? Guys, I don't really understand. Look, yeah, my boobs are a little smaller when I'm wearing my normal outfit. But I swear to God, my assets are that much smaller than this. I just wear a freaking bodysuit. It's literally not that much smaller, and you guys are like, oh, that's 20,000 times smaller than Toka's normal assets. Guys, I wear a full bodysuit. Okay, anyone's boobs look bigger if they're not covered by cloth. Does a bodysuit compress them? Have you ever seen me with just a bodysuit? But now there's no bodysuit. That's crazy. I'm just wearing a dress. Ah, thank you! Thank you, Lucille, for being a member for 9 months. Yippee 9 months. What ranking is the candy corn gonna get? S tier. I paw 5 back. Obviously inaccurate. Where'd your gem go, though? It's covered. It's covered up right now. They look like they're about to take my lunch money. Watch out! Look, the thing is, can we see it? You can't, because I don't draw, and I can't do extra. I can't make a tier. I can't make a VTuber asset. I'm confused by how the bell is attached with light threading at the tops of them to the top. S tier candy corn. I like the texture. That's one of the main reasons I like candy corn, is I like the texture. The texture makes me feel like I'm eating wax. I like the feeling that I'm eating wax. You know? It makes my teeth feel really good. It's like I'm eating wax. But it's not wax, because it's edible! Like, there's like the... You know, there's the wax candies where you bite into it and then you suck the juices out. But it's like... The texture of candy corn is like just... It's like chewing nice wax. Sorry, I'm just responding to Yui talking to me. Sorry, I stopped everything to respond to Yui. Oops, my mistake. Sorry, Yui messaged me and I responded. Candy corn could be. That's fine. It's a texture thing for me. I mean, I don't even think that like the taste is perfect. It's just that I think that the texture is so good it just gets it like above everything. We haven't started the tier list yet? What is wrong with starting the tier list yet? When am I supposed to do that? The tier list is that candy corn is an S tier. Oh my god! Wait. I'm so stupid. I counted wrong. Sorry, I had to text Yui something because So I was supposed to talk with Yui after my stream today. So I started my stream thinking that I'd have 2.5 hours to do my stream because I was converting the time zone in my head. But I converted the time zone wrong. He was messaging me like, I thought we were gonna call soon. I was like, she's like, I thought we were gonna call soon. I was like, what are you talking about? I still have a whole hour until we're supposed to meet. She's like, what are you talking about? I was like fully defensive about it too. I was like being really defensive. I was like, I don't understand what you're talking about because I still have a whole hour. I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't been doing anything. I don't know what you mean. I not only converted the time zone wrong, but I also didn't think about like how long it takes to stream, because in my head I thought it was like 3:50 right now. I was like, oh, I haven't talked for that long. Time is not real. I'm just here. I was like, it just makes no sense that you're asking me about us hanging out. It's not time yet. Time hasn't happened yet. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that's crazy. It's been a whole hour. I was just telling stories of life. I was sharing the odysseys of my youth. Even though I'm still young, and don't take that the wrong way. I was sharing the odysseys of my youth. But I'm still youthful. But I was sharing the Odyssey by Homer. No, I'm not old. As you do, so we live to hear. Thank God. Wonderful. That's the way that you gotta respond. Back in the good old days. I mean, honestly, sometimes I actually think that. You know, candy, everything was so nice as a kid. When I think about mall culture, what I was gonna say was that I kind of miss the vibe of mall culture, where everyone kind of hung out at the mall and like just like talked for hours, walking through stores, never buying anything. Because I feel like nowadays, like, you just don't do that anymore, and it's kind of sad. Because I used to love going to the mall with my friends, and like we would like go to the food court and get really nice food, and then like just yap for a long time, and then walk through stores and never buy anything because it was too expensive and we didn't have allowances like that. And like it was really popping at the mall, you know, because there was all these people and nice music and little events and stages with people performing on them. Like it was so cool. Oh yes, your golden years. It wasn't my golden years. It's not my golden years. I'm young. It's just I went to the mall. Okay, the Odyssey took 20 years. I'm not in my mid-30s! I wasn't thinking about how long the Odyssey took. I was just referencing a book that's long. I only go to the mall now for Target and the Lego store. Ooh, iconic. I never had Legos as a kid. My parents said that they were a waste of money. Because I think, I'm probably not! But also I'm as old as humanity! So I'm older than everyone, I guess! But also I'm not! I'm very youthful. I know, I've got a basketball game tomorrow. Says Poppin'. Yeah, I'm young and hip. Poppin', lockin', polka dottin', country slidin', hip hop hit. Half of us were the fastest kid in elementary school. I was one of the slowest kids in elementary school because of my asthma. I'll be honest. I was super slow. I was one of the slowest miles. I could not run fast. I was really good at swimming though. I was like on swim team. I was a really good swimmer, and I was on tennis. I was on the tennis team. I was on the swim team. And I was technically on the volleyball team, but I was a bench warmer because I was really bad at volleyball. But I was really good at swimming, and I was really good at tennis. But I could not run to save my life, which was kind of sucked, you know? I was just slow at running. It's okay. It's not everyone's good at the same sports. I feel like the school fitness test kind of assumes everyone should be good at certain things, but it's like everyone has different skills at different things. Like I was athletic, but I couldn't run. And it's like, so like what's the point of being like, oh, well, only athletics, people who are athletic obviously should be able to run. Okay, but like, I could do more sit-ups than like half the boys in my class, but they could all run faster than me, okay? So was I unfit because I couldn't run? No. I literally back then used to have abs, but I couldn't run to save my life. You know? If you were just more motivated to put you on the track, you would have been the fastest alive. But if I was the fastest, then I would eventually surpass her and I couldn't look at the back. Sorry, what? I didn't say that. I'm normal, and I'm super normie. Realistically, not all sports need a fast runner. That's true. Super nerd studied astronomy, and that's fine. I think astronomy is freaking wicked. I think astronomy is fucking poggers, as they would say. Everyone has their own interests and things that they like. I don't think anyone has to be good at any specific thing just because everyone does. You know? Everyone assumes that everyone should be able to do that thing where you grab an eraser and run back and forth. And yet, I think that's the stupidest way to judge someone's athleticism. Why does anyone care how fast I can run to grab an eraser and bring it back to the other side of the track? What does that prove to anyone? Nothing. You know? Think of a graphic calculator. What, that like block game? You know, one of the things I hate about graphic calculators, by the way, we'll do the tier list after this. Sorry, I just have to say this. But one of the stupidest things about the stupid freaking graphic calculator is that it's so expensive and everyone needs one for high school. But I don't even know where mine are. And it was like $100-something. I could have gotten like another DS for the price of a graphic calculator. Okay? Why did I buy one? I don't use it. It's such an expensive like thing. And they don't even let you rent them. Like the thing is like, yeah, I can get it if like the school allows you to do like a loan of a graphic calculator and you just have to keep it in pressing connection and then you can just give it back. So it's like, what was the freaking point? You got to rent them? My school didn't let you rent them. You had to buy your own. We were all expected to buy our own. We could not rent them. And it's like, why wouldn't you allow them to like rent them? Because it's like such an expensive thing. It's like not everyone can like afford it. Because like I went to a private school, yeah, but some of the kids at my school were there on scholarship, so like it was expensive for them to have to like buy them. My parents were like, do you really need this? And I was like, no. And they were like, so you don't? And I was like, no, I mean, well, I do need it because I need it to do school, but I'm not gonna really need it. I just have it. I use a graph calc and it had a coin flip game. Oh, I would so be on that. I love coin flipping. I'm excited for when I get my Hiyori Mokami coin. I want to do a stream, a hand cam, where I just talk with you guys while we coin flip for yes or no. And we'll just do stupid fucking questions and we'll coin flip the coin. That'd be really funny, don't you think? Is that not an iconic stream? I was telling Hio about that. It was like, I just want to do a stream where I just coin flip your freaking coin. I think that'd be a really good one. I wrote song lyrics on my calculator and got detention. What? You do song lyrics on your calculator? How'd you do that? What the heck? That's cool. Is Toka a furry? Flips it. Oh. If that happened to me, I would just close the stream and the stream would end and I would raid. And it'd be over. It'd be a 2-minute stream. And I'm not afraid to do that. I have the guts to do that. You just watch. I have the guts to do that. You can't stop me. I would. It would be faster than, it would literally be faster than Hio's, if I laugh at the stream ends challenge. Actually, you know, if it was the, if you laugh, you end stream challenge, I think it would be my longest endurance stream. As if it was like literally like a meme stream where I just react to memes and I have to not laugh. I think I would never laugh and the stream would go on for like 7 hours. And I would just have to end it because I'd be tired. Because I don't laugh at memes. So, I think that would be my record time longest ever. You yap stream ends. I don't yap. Do I? I just talk for a super long time. There's a horror game called If You Scream You Die. Oh, I would not be able to do that. Oh, I'm so scared of horror streams. Like, games just really scare me. Okay, we're gonna talk while we do this because we need to do this. So first of all, these Hershey's cookies and cream are really good, but they're too sweet, so they're just here. These are S tier. I don't know if I have to explain that to you. These are S tier. This is, you know, I need to explain this one though. Everyone's gonna ask me, why is a 100 grand bar in S tier? Just so you understand my logic. The texture is profound. 100-gram bars have like one of the most godly textures I've ever tasted. Their texture is peak. 100 grand like Toka's age? What the heck do you mean? You can respect candy corn being your favorite, but 100 grand? Bro, 100 grand texture is like the best texture. Pizza time pizza is the best pizza. If you haven't had one, you need to try one. They're really good. Reese's Pieces are so mid. The whole point of liking a Reese's peanut butter cup is that you get to have like the taste of the freaking peanut butter and the texture of the Reese's peanut butter, which is different texture than any other peanut butter I've ever had in a candy. So I don't understand when people are like, oh, Reese's Pieces are just as good. It doesn't have the texture anymore. You're wrong. Why did I just open Reaper? Close Reaper. I'm not doing this right now. Just close Reaper. I clicked on Reaper thinking it was Microsoft Edge, which is my browser of choice for streaming. Sweet Tarts are A tier because they're sour. I'm a heavy texture eater. I am. I love texture. Three Musketeers suck ass. Three Musketeers are like the worst part of every single candy chocolate. Who is here for nougats? Is it called nougat? Nugget? It's bad. I don't understand why people are like, Three Musketeers is peak. No, it has the worst part of the chocolate. Anyway, Pixie Sticks are B tier. They're good, but it's a lot. Pixie Sticks are good, but it's a lot. I'll be honest with you, it's a lot. Nougat, like bat. Nougat, like bat. Nougat. You all are saying it differently. Airheads are peak S tier. And you know why they're S tier? And you know why it's S tier? Because the texture tastes like I'm chewing plastic. because when I chew an Airhead, it feels like I'm chewing plastic. And I don't know how to explain it, but it's such a good texture in my mouth. It's just like, wow, it's so tough and like screw the microplastics. We eat microplastics. I just like how chew it feels. The chew is so good. Or the goddamn fruit roll-ups. I don't chew the plastic part of fruit roll-ups. I don't want to eat plastic. It tastes bad, but you know, the texture is just so pleasing. It's like eating plastic without eating plastic. Little honeys are good, but they're a little too sweet for me. Crunch bars are good, but they're not as good as 100 grand, and the chocolate tastes worse. I've never had a Nico wafer, but I assume they're bad, because everyone says Nico wafers are bad. No, because it feels like I'm eating plastic. It feels like I'm eating it, not the taste, it's the feeling. Sour Patch Kids are great, but they're not S tier. Hi, Emily! I'm good, how have you been? I hope you've been having a good time. I like never had those wafers at church. You know, even though I went to religious schools growing up, they never did the thing where they give you like the wafers. So I have no idea what people talk about when they say those because my church never gave me wafers. Nerds are amazing, but this is not nerd ropes. These are normal nerds. I've never had a gluten plenty because every time I looked at them, I thought they looked ugly. Twizzlers suck ass. But they're better than Three Musketeers. Dots are S tier. Dots are S tier. Dots are so good. They taste like eating plastic. they feel like I'm eating plastic. M&Ms are great. I love M&Ms. Toko would make a great sea turtle. Is so funny. I would be. I think I'd be a phenomenal one. A preference in texture. What are these supposed to be? What is this? I can't see. Oh, it's gum. Gum is always good, but it's not a great Halloween candy. You know what I mean? Like, gum is great. You know, whenever you get where I put clips, I have a. Oh my god! I turned my neck off. I have a. I have a tag that's called Toka Talk. It's my hashtag on Twitter. If you can see all of my tags under the post I make every week for my schedule, there's like a one that has my rev sheet and it has all of my tags. You're just like all the pets I know. They shred and tear bags. I just like the feeling of plastic in my mouth, but like not the taste of plastic, but the feeling of wax and plastic. It's so like, it's like, you know, like it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, is there somewhere I should post a picture of your summer merch? You can probably post it under my normal tag of my name, but also you can do it in the Discord server too. Are you a dog? No. And I'm not a wolf either, even though I'm an alpha. I just like texture. So good texture. I used to like love chewing on straws. But I'm not as okay, I have to defend myself in this one way. I used to love chewing on straws and stuff like that, okay? But I am not as bad as this one girl in my college who had this huge ass fucking straw, okay? She like she would stack straws on top of each other and then chew on it and then add more straws to this giant stack of straws that she would carry around with her on campus, okay? I was never like that. And I just want to defend myself and say I never did that. Okay? Where are you finding these people? Art school. What do you mean, where am I finding these people? Art school. I can't believe you shaved this straw, girl. You know, I have to defend myself somehow. Did you just listen to a tier list based on best tasting plastic? Can you imagine? Like, my next tier list is ranking candies based on how much they're like a plastic. So long as you don't chew on ice. I used to chew on ice a lot, actually. Art school is my defense for everything, bro. I love when people be like, how do you know so many weird people? How do you have so many weird experiences? I went to art school. That's why. I went to an art school. There is literally like no other like way to go about it. Texture tier list, S tier, plastic tier. Oh my god, a texture tier list would be so iconic. I hate textures, but I also love textures. I base almost everything off of texture. There are days where I put on a piece of clothes that I think I like, but then if the texture is bad, it makes me feel like my skin's crawling and it makes me want to cry, and then I have to take the clothes off and then put on a different outfit. Anyway. Andes are pretty okay, but I don't want this. You know? But it's not as good as there's like these other ones that you get that are like French named, and I like the French ones more. This is not the French ones. Favorite cloth texture? I don't know what the name of it is, but I have a couple of these shirts that are like, they're like the softest feeling, lightest feeling thing ever, and it's like a little shimmery, but it's not. I also like the feeling of the shirt I'm wearing right now, which is like pure cotton. Pure cotton is like really good. It's so breathable and sturdy feeling. It's like feeling like I'm wearing nature, which I am because it's cotton. But like, it's like leaf, but also sturdy leaf, but clean leaf, but also it's like animal leaf, but also it feels strong and it's so breathable. Where's cotton on the candy tier list? I mean, I don't think there's cotton candy on this list, unfortunately, but I would put cotton candy pretty high. Runts
are pretty good until you get to the fucking banana one. Do you know what I mean by that? I like runts, but and I hate the orange one. The orange one and the banana one are bad, but the rest of them are pretty good. Laffy Taffies are S tier. And it's not because of the plastic thing, but also it is a little bit about the plastic thing. But the thing about Laffy Taffies is that, first of all, the branding is impeccable. Second of all, the banana ones for Laffy Taffies are really good. And then also, you know, so the only Laffy Taffy flavor I don't like is grape. And I don't like a lot of grape flavored things, and I also don't like a lot of orange flavored things. But like, the way that like the green apple Laffy Taffy is one of the most flavorful things I've ever tasted in my life is insane. It's so flavorful. I've almost never felt that I've tasted something with more flavor than a green apple Laffy Taffy. It's an explosive amount of flavor for something so unassuming and small and plastic-like. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? The green Laffy Taffy flavor is like, it's like punching you in the face with how much flavor it carries in that small little thing. And they all have jokes on them, which make them really fun for trick-or-treating. Guys, I think she just likes taffy. I do actually kind of dislike taffy. I love saltwater taffy too. Werther's Originals suck ass. And that's how you know that I'm not old. And that's how you know that I'm not old. I think Werther's Originals suck ass, and it's not because I don't like caramel that much. It's because they're just not good. I'd rather just have an actual caramel. Why are they hard? I want to chew my caramel. Guys, wait. Maybe it's a plastic thing. Maybe it's a plastic thing. What do you mean? Dots and S tier, Togeseek help. Cora, it's like the texture of plastic and wax in one, but they're fruit flavored. It's so good! The texture is so good! Dots are so good! No, they don't! Not until you chew them. Not until you chew them. Then I guess maybe. These strawberry candies are an A tier. I don't even know what they are, but they just show up and they're really tasty. And they're really flavorful. Kisses are fine. They're a C tier. They're under Andes because they're not as good as Andes. Hershey's milk chocolate bars are D tier. I gotta say it, guys. It tastes medicinally bad. Tastes medicinally bad. Mike and Ike's are A tier candy. I like Mike and Ike's. I wouldn't put them higher than where they are on this list, but I love a Mike and Ike. Mike and Ike's taste like I'm chewing wax plastic. And they're also really flavorful. Actually, I would put them above these. Actually, I gotta move this down. There we go. Mike and Ike's are great. Snicker bars, you know, these are my dad's favorite, but they aren't that great to me. I'd put them, like, here. They're a little too much for me, you know? They're a little too much for me. But I do love the Snickers. They're just not the best. You'd probably love eating honeycomb straight from the hive. I've always wanted to try fresh honeycomb. I always have. Almond Joys! Almond Joys are top of A tier. And you want to know something funny? I don't even really like coconut. I don't even like coconut that much. But Almond Joys are the top of A tier. And you know why? Because the texture is so good. Almond Joys have a peak texture. And I don't even like coconut. But the texture is so good. I can't stop chewing them. I've never had a cowtail. What's a cowtail? Okay, Babe Ruths suck. But they're not the worst candy, but they suck pretty bad. I don't like them. The caramel apple pops! Oh my god, these are like some of the best Halloween candies in the world! Caramel apple pops are the best! They're so sour, and I like how the caramel makes me feel like I'm chewing on plastic. But also, they taste really good. I love green apple flavor. Green apple flavor is one of my favorite. Well, it's also the same with apples. My favorite apples are green apples. I only really like to eat the green apples. never just like eaten plastic before? Actually, I've eaten rubber before on accident. Once when my mom bought me, we went to Jamba Juice and I got one of my favorite smoothies, and then we got this muffin for me. I got this apple banana muffin, and then I went home to eat the muffin and I started chewing, and I started chewing this thing, and I was like, what's this? Like, this isn't a muffin. And I kept chewing it. I was like, this isn't a muffin, is it? But I was really scared to like spit it out, but I was chewing this hard thing and I was like, this is not a muffin. And then I finally like spit it out with fear to see what it was, because I was worried that there was something really weird. And it was like this like pretty large size amount of, I think, a spatula from like the big like factory mixer that just like got broken off and was in my muffin. But like I showed it to my mom, she was like, should I call the store? I was like, nah, it's fine. But it felt like a rubber spatula sort of material, like the ones I would use for baking now. But it was like broken off, like the shape of it was really weirdly torn and broken off, and it was just in my muffin. I still like the rest of the muffin. It wasn't like it got tainted or anything, and I was already chewing it, so there wasn't a reason to stop. But I was like, oh, that's special. What are these? Charleston shoes. I've never had that, so I have to put this in F tier, but I don't even know what this is. I'll put it above these things, because I assume it's better than these things. Mr. Good bars are really good. They should be above Crunches to me. Bubblegum? Oh, bubblegum's hard. I don't know if I like the taste of bubblegum. Like general bubblegum taste. Versus like a flavored bubblegum. Like... So, like, the thing is, like, I love, like, bubblegum, but I don't know if I like the taste of actual bubblegum, you know? I'd say, like, regular bubblegum is, like, in a B tier. I wouldn't be unhappy to get it, but I certainly wouldn't be unhappy to get it. Swedish Fish, here's where we fight the me liking plastic allegations, alright? I don't like Swedish Fish, but they have a great texture, okay? I don't like the taste of them, but the texture is really good. You know? Like, I think, like, I just think that, like, Swedish Fish have a bad taste. But they have a great texture. Like, one of the best textures. So when I get them, I eat them anyway. I would never take away a Swedish Fish from my bag and think, ew, this is worthless. Because the texture is really good. But the taste of it is bad. So I still eat it. Because I love the texture of it. But I don't enjoy the taste. I just do it so I can chew it. You know? Like, the texture to me is more important than the taste of it. In the end. Unless it's like rancid. Now these blow up pops are really good. You're gonna notice I start putting a lot of a lot of lollipops are gonna be in S tier. A lot of lollipops are gonna be in S tier. I love lollipops. I want you to know I dislike dots so much I throw them away. Why? Why? They're so tasty! I used to literally get the big box of them at the movie theater. I have seriously gone to a freaking Walgreens and bought the giant box of them. Like, just for fun, when it's not Halloween, when I just want candy. I'll go and grab them. They got stuck to my teeth? That's part of what makes them so good. It's like they're molding into my mouth. I love when candy gets stuck in my teeth like that. Fireballs? I don't eat these because it's too much for me, but I'm sure that they're better than Good and Plenty. What are these Tootsie things? I've never seen this before. I've never seen these Tootsies. I'm just gonna put them above Nico wafers and these. I assume they're better because they're Tootsie brand. I love Fun Dip. Fun Dip is fun. They're Tootsie Rolls they taste basic with fruit taste. Oh, I've never had one before. I just think they never gave those out where I grew up. I got a lot of regular Tootsie Roll stuff when I was growing up, but never those like fruity looking ones. I love Fun Dip. Fun Dip is good. I used to just like eat the powder and the and the stick separately. I don't know why, but I didn't necessarily like to eat them together. I would just eat them separately. Like I would eat the Fun Dip and then I would just like chew on the stick because it was fun to chew on the stick. Tootsie Pops! Oh, these are so good. Oh. Oh. I love Tootsie Pops so much. Especially the cherry ones. The cherry ones are so good. The cherry ones are like one of my favorite lollipops in the whole world because it tastes like medicine. I love cherry flavored Tootsie Pops. They taste like cherry medicine and I love it. It's so medicinal and good. You know? I just finished doing a fight in Monhunt and half the time I just hear, I love it because it's like plastic. I'm really smart and super normal. Medicine? Yeah! Like, don't you agree? When you have a cherry Tootsie Pop, doesn't it kind of have a medicinal taste to it that's like really, really good? It like stands out from the rest of the flavors because it tastes kind of medicinal. In a good way, you know? In a really good way. Ooh, the roll-ups are really good too. I like fruit-flavored things. I'm noticing that in this tier list. I really like fruit-flavored things. I love the texture of fruit roll-ups. I also like the flavor, but the texture of fruit roll-ups is really good. And I like especially... Okay, these are not fruit roll-ups. This is not fruit roll-ups, but do you guys know what a kids cuisine is? Do you guys know kids cuisine? So, in the like old kid cuisines, not old, sorry. Back up the track, sorry. Back up. In when they had the different mascot than the one they have right now. So like the original like penguin, not the current penguin, because the current penguin is ugly. When they had the cool penguin on the kids cuisine boxes. Because they changed the mascot recently. Like, they, updated the way he looks. In the old Kid Cuisine mascot times, they used to have the boxes where they would have, like, a fruit roll-up as, the dessert. And they would have these little fruit roll-up desserts that were, like... I don't even know the flavor. But they were, like, the perfect texture of a fruit roll-up. Because, like, these ones are good, obviously. They're never bad. But the kids' cuisine fruit roll-up, like, it hit different. Like, and what's crazy was that normally it wasn't even with, like, one of the kids' cuisine flavors that I wanted. But I would still ask my mom for that one because it would have the fruit roll-up. So I would eat whatever the shit fucking thing they had in there as the normal dessert, like, normal meal. But I would eat it so I could have that specific fruit roll-up that was a different texture than these fruit roll-ups. And it was such a good texture and taste. It was, like... just a little bit more tough and harder than these fruit roll-ups. So like these are good, but they're a little too soft. But the other one was a little more chewy. It had less of a give. It was like, I guess more plasticky. But like you understand, it was like a little harder to chew, and I liked that because I could feel like I could chew on it more, and it was like berry flavored. It was so good. There were always more corn in the brownie than the sprinkles. That's kind of true too. I liked the brownies. I liked the roll-up more, but I also liked the sprinkles and the brownies. I did like though kind of when there was like they had the pudding and then the corn would fall on the pudding, because the corn was kind of flavorless from kids' cuisine, and so it kind of just made the pudding taste crunchy. Anyway, Gushers are S tier. Honestly, I'd put Gushers like around here. Like, these are really good. What's an airhead belt? I only know airheads. I love Gushers. Gushers are really good. Haribo gummy bears are so good. Werther's Originals. Wait, so are there different? Oh, these are the chewy ones. I'm stupid. I don't like those ones, but I like these ones. The chewy ones are pretty good. I don't like hard caramel. Maybe that's what it is. I just don't like hard caramel. I have twin snakes in my house right now, actually. I actually have twin snakes right now. They're in my cupboard. Cause I really like I like how chewy it is, and it's kind of plasticky and it's sour. I have a question. Are you gonna dress up for Halloween? For VTuber stuff for Halloween, yes. Like I'll have outfits like these, but in real life, no. Cause I got out of the Halloween party. Yippee! So originally, my roommate, she loves to host like a Halloween party every year, and since it's at like our apartment, I have to help. And so we were gonna host one, and then she was like, "Okay, so update. Our other friend is hosting a Halloween party on Halloween." So I was thinking of hosting a Halloween party after Halloween, and I was like, "Well, I don't think it's smart for us to do a Halloween party after Halloween because everyone's gonna be hungover." So no one's gonna want to go to a party if we host one like right after Halloween. Everyone's gonna be so hungover. So I was like, so what if instead we just host like a get together, like a more low key get together, like in November instead? And she was like, actually, that's really smart. And I was like, what can I say? I'm a genius. So instead, I like I don't have to go to a Halloween party because she's gonna go to our friend's one. And I said, my excuse was, yeah, you know, like, she's our friend who's hosting. I was like, yeah, I know her, but like, she's inviting a lot of her friends I don't know, and I don't want to go to a Halloween party where I don't know most of the people, because then when you're going to talk to a bunch of people that you know and I don't know them, then I'm gonna feel really awkward. So instead, I think I'm just gonna go hang out with my other friends. And she was like, okay. So I'm not dressing up because my other friends that I'm gonna go hang out with for Halloween are just gonna do like a movie watch along at like their apartment. So I'm just gonna go hang out with my other friends and watch movies. I don't have to dress up for Halloween. Which is great, because I don't like dressing up for Halloween. It just feels like a waste of money. Well, I mean, I liked it when I was younger. And I do have some outfits I still have, like, now that I could reuse. But, like, if I'm not going to, like, a party, I just don't really feel the need to dress up anymore. Because it's like, I'm not going anywhere. Because if I'm just going to, like, my friend's place to, like, watch movies and stuff, then it's like, I know that she's not gonna dress up, so I don't think I need to dress up. But for my VTuber model, I'll try to do more outfits for the rest of the streams until Halloween, because it's the season, and I shifted my opening and my ending, and I shifted my setup so it's more spooky, because I do like Halloween. I feel like the IRL stuff is so expensive nowadays too. Like costumes are like $80. I'm like, okay. Whatever. Okay, let's see. What's the next one? Heath bars are really good. And I know some people are gonna be like, that's old person candy. Shut up! Be quiet! It's not! Heath bars are good! Heath bars are good! Shut up! They're a good texture. They're a good texture. Shut up. Butterfingers are S tier. I like how they get stuck in my teeth. I like how they get stuck in my teeth. I like how flaky they are when I bite into them. Butterfingers are so good. Dentists love me. I hate these. These are bad. Okay, lemon heads are amazing. And if you don't like them, you obviously don't like sour things. Like, normal basic Tootsie Rolls are just alright. They're, like, worse than gum. Jolly Ranchers are S tier! I love Jolly Ranchers! By the way, they make amazing vodka. They do amazing stuff in vodka. Like, if you just get a bottle of vodka and you put, like, maybe 4 or 5 Jolly Ranchers in there, specifically the good flavors, and then you just let that sit there for, like, a week, and then you shake it up and you drink it, it's gonna make that vodka taste just like a Jolly Rancher. And I totally didn't do that growing up. Not at all. But, it's really good. Makes it taste real good. Which Jolly Rancher flavor is your favorite? Green apple. And after that, I like watermelon. And after that, I like cherry. And after that, I like blue raspberry. Like, the only flavors I don't like from Jolly Ranchers, I think, is like grape. I don't like grape flavor, but I don't like grape flavor most for anything. I don't remember if there's an orange Jolly Rancher, but I don't like orange either. Does that trick work for whiskey too? I've never done it with whiskey. I've only ever done it with clear alcohols, because when it dissolves, it colors the alcohol to be the color of the Jolly Rancher. So I've only ever done it with vodka, because then it makes the whole color change too. So I never really thought about whether it worked with other stuff. Oh my god, yes! Replace grape with muscat, because fucking grape flavor just bad to me. I don't like, at least in American flavors, I don't like grape flavor. Which is interesting, because, like, I like grapes, the fruit. But I do only really like green grapes. I don't really like red grapes. They're not my favorite. I don't know what it is, like, how it makes the flavor so different, but I feel like red grapes just don't have the same, like, pizzazz that a green grape has. When I was a kid, one of my favorite snacks growing up was to put green grapes in the freezer and then let them thaw just a little bit, because they would be, like, rock hard. So you have to let them you have to let them defrost just a little bit so they get kind of frosty. And then you, and then you just eat them. And it's like eating in a green grape pop, like an ice pop. And it's really good. Okay, junior mints are really bad. They're like, actually I should move these up, because junior mints need to be put in their place. They're really bad. Ring pops are phenomenal, but they're not that great because they get really messy. So they need to be like here. Paydays suck ass. Sorry. Actual paydays are great. Like when I get paid when I get my paycheck, that's great. But paydays, the candy, suck horrible. And I don't like nuts, guys. Well, I don't like peanuts specifically. I like cashews, I like almonds, I like walnuts, but I don't like peanuts specifically. I love pistachios. I don't like peanuts, but I love peanut butter, and I don't know why. But it's like, I really love peanut butter, but I really don't like peanuts, like the actual nut. I don't really know why. I feel like the texture is bad. I feel like the taste is not as good. Like, I'd rather just have a spoonful of peanut butter than eat a payday. And I do that sometimes when I'm hungry, but I don't want to have a full snack. I'll eat a whole spoonful of just peanut butter. I'll just lick it off the spoon slowly, like a little popsicle treat. Like, I love smooth, creamy peanut butter, but a payday, crunchy peanut butter, ugh. Smooth, only smooth. Crunchy peanut butter, icky, bad. Don't like the way that there's peanuts in it. In trail mix, I eat around the peanuts. I would rather eat a handful of raisins than a handful of peanuts. Toblerones are amazing. I like how they break into a triangle. It makes me feel neat. And I love the toffee in them. Peanut M&Ms are not as good as regular M&Ms because there's peanuts in them. I've never had one of these. I've always avoided them. I don't know what they are. Milk Duds are amazing, but they're not S tier. But it's trail mix. Don't you just grab a handful? Yeah, and then I pick the peanuts out. Milk Duds are really good. I like the chew of a Milk Dud. Milky Ways are bad because it's just a freaking nougat. But they are better than like Babe Ruths because they have caramel. Oh my god, now we're laters! I love now we're laters! I love those things. I haven't thought about those in years. I love an hour later. Those are such good candy. Whoa! That was like a blast from the past. I haven't thought about those for literal like years. I love those things. They're so good. I love how the chew is. The chew is so good on an hour later. They're such good candies. What do you guys keep saying? It's all just plastic. Look, it's just like, I love how I can just keep chewing them and sucking on them, and there's all delectable fruit flavors, and then they last forever in my mouth. And I'm just like, nom 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 nom. Save some now, eat some for later. Yeah, cause they're good. The phenomenal lastingness of these candies. Do you also eat the wrapper? No, I don't eat the wrapper. I peel the wrapper off. I don't eat plastic, guys. I just like the texture of the plastic tasting candies. Apples are great. This isn't a candy though. But if I got one in my box, I wouldn't feel upset about it. In fact, it would have to go about here. An apple would be that ranking for me if I got it in my Halloween basket. Raisin. You guys are gonna call me old. You guys are gonna call me so freaking old. So I think that raisinets are like S tier. I think raisinets are like S tier candy. Like, when you put them in the freezer, guys, you have to understand, if you put them in the freezer and then you eat them when they're fresh out of the freezer, it's really good. Like, you just gotta put them in the freezer. You guys don't understand, you're probably not eating them at the right temperature. They're best when you put them in the freezer and then take them out. And then it's really good. It's like those, you know those Japanese candies where it's like the little gummy inside and then the chocolate shell on the outside and they're like a circle and you buy them in a tube? It's like the same flavor profile as like the grape flavor of that. If you just put them in the freezer first, except there's more chocolate on them. It's really good. You guys just haven't had them frozen, I bet. They're really good candies, I promise. Oh, a toothbrush. That's not a candy. But I mean, if I got one, I wouldn't be upset about it. Hi, Trash Bandit! Thank you for being a member for 1 month! I just got out of the outfit. Night outfit. Thank you! Just got out of the office. I can read English. I just got out of the office. Nice outfit. Thank you! Now, Skittles are okay, but they aren't my favorite candy. I'd probably put them, like, right here. Like, I'm never overjoyed to have Skittles, but I'm never underjoyed to have a Skittle. Frozen yogurt popsicles. I love frozen yogurt. What do you mean, like a frozen yogurt popsicle, though? Do you just put frozen, like, yogurt in a popsicle mold and then put it in the freezer? What are these? Oh, Smarties. Smarties are just okay. I would never be upset with Smarties, but they aren't, like, something I look forward to. I need to rearrange this. This needs to go here. This can go here, actually. This can go here. Honestly, the apple can go, like, here. Gum's always useful to have, though, so maybe here, and then this can go here. Actually, I need to put Snickers lower. I don't like Snickers that much. Toka likes the tooth- Not because of the plastic! I would just never be upset if someone gave me a toothbrush! Like, you know, like, toothbrushes are just, like, a good thing to have. Like, whenever you have friends over or they're visiting, you know, it's always useful to have an extra toothbrush. Do you like black licorice? No, but I don't hate black licorice. Like, I'll eat it. Ow, my neck. Oh. Sorry. I moved my head and then I felt my neck do that thing, you know, where, like, it just sends, like, a wave of shock up down your spine when you move it in, like, the wrong angle at the wrong point. No, the B tier is just stuff I'm okay with getting. Like, I wouldn't be overjoyed, but I wouldn't be, like, underjoyed. C is like for stuff I just really don't care for, and then D is like I don't like these things, and then F is like I've never had this or I think it's shit. Starbursts are really good, but you have to understand they're not as good as Now or Laters. They really aren't. I would place a Starburst like right there. There is something that's not as good about a Starburst as is a Now or Later. Now or Laters are like the supreme better version of a Starburst. Sugar Daddies are actually pretty good. Though I used to get Sugar Babies. I've never gotten a Sugar Daddy. Like I think like this would be too much sugar. Like if they had Sugar Babies on this list, it would be better. Sugar Babies are much better. I don't think they have Hour Later in Canada. Really? It's like Now or Later though. Maybe they have? I don't know. So sugar daddies and sugar babies are like these little sugar like it's like basically pure like sugar and maple syrup. It tastes like maple syrup basically. It's like a stick of maple syrup kind of taste and thing. Okay, Twix is obviously an S tier. Twix are a really good chocolate. I don't know anyone who would ever tell me they didn't like a Twix. A Twix is always good. Speaking of candy, when my mom was pregnant, she said I would cook like crazy in her stomach whenever she had jelly beans. Well, jelly beans are great. Warheads are S tier. I love sour candy. Sour candy is so good. I love sour. I love when my mouth just feels like it's gonna rip itself out from how sour something is. Whoppers are amazing. I love Whoppers. Those are good. Whoppers are good, guys. I love the texture of a Whopper. I gotta move some stuff around. I love the way that it just kind of like pops in my mouth. Okay, I've never had these, but they look like they'd be vanilla flavored, and I don't really like vanilla. And then Yorks are good. They're better than Andes, and they're better than the Junior Mint. Yorks are just pretty good candy, but they're not like amazing. Like I wouldn't be overjoyed if I got one. Okay. And finally, the creme de la creme of this list is the candy corn, which of course is an S tier. I would put candy corn for me at like right around here. Like I'd rather have an hour later, but I love a candy corn. And I like how it tastes like plastic. Well, it doesn't taste like plastic, it feels like plastic in my mouth. And I like how it like makes me feel like I'm eating little bites of it. Like, you guys have to remember, I like chocolate, but I'm not the hugest fan of chocolate. I prefer strawberry and fruit flavors over chocolate. Honestly, this needs to go down a little bit. So like, I should probably put like this here, and then this gotta go here, and then this has to go here. Wah! Snail gel, thank you! Welcome to the Toko Cult, Crybaby. Thank you so much! I like Ultimate Candy, the one with the hot licks. The one with the worm. What is that one? We're clearly our plastic lover. I don't like plastic. I don't endorse big plastic, but also I just think that the texture of like the plasticky sort of feeling is good for my brain. It's good. It's like that little squirrel who's like, "It's good," you know? Like that's how I feel like they are. It's like, "It's good." You know that what I'm talking about? It's from Enchanted. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's from Enchanted. Like, it's like a squirrel guy, and then he's from Enchanted, and he just says it. I think they're in like a kitchen. But I maybe in the future, maybe in the future we'll do like a plastic candy like texture taste testing. Maybe we'll just do a texture tier list. I like doing tier lists because I can just talk to you guys and tell you stories while I do stuff. I like that more. I like doing that more than when I have to play games sometimes, because then it's harder to focus. Shin! Thank you for the 555! Let me go read your message. I wish that mine would like be like Hio's, where it like shows me what is like people are saying. Toka's next song are Plastic Love. I do know Plastic Love. I have sang that for karaoke before. Can you try Mexican candies? That this depends on if I could find them. I've never found stuff that's not like at a Walgreens before. But thank you so much, Sheen. I can sing that for our next karaoke when I do my set list. You should do this plastic test with you. How? We'd have to be able to hang out in person. I can't just hang out with her normally in person. It's kind of far to get to her for me. Somewhere out there, a streamer is talking about the girl at art school who loved plastic. I don't love plastic! In fact, most of the things I try to buy are either metal or wood, so that I don't, like, just like... I don't like pollution. I like the vibe of like the plastic texture when it comes to chewing a candy. It's like chewy, but not too chewy, but like hard, but not too hard, but also it's like a Goldilocks thing. It's like the middle, like it's like not too hot, not too cold. No love for microplastics. Microplastics are bad for your blood. Correction, she loved eating plastic. I don't like eating plastic. Well, I used to like chewing on straws. I guess that's plastic. Gotta try that teething baby rig. Look, I once in my life considered buying like one of those things you can just chew. You know what I want to try? Is they have these wax candies that people do for ASMR. I've considered buying some so I can do an ASMR wax eating stream where I eat the wax candies. And it's just like you guys hearing me talk while I eat wax candies. But that's because I like hearing those sorts of ASMR. I love hearing people chew the wax candies and the crystal candies. I love when they're like, you like hear the good crunch sound. Like, it's such a good like satisfying like crunching sound, you know? But, okay. So tomorrow, I will either be playing Corpse Party or Pokemon ZA. We'll figure out what we're gonna do. So I have to still decide. And then we'll do the ASMR on the weekend, because hopefully there won't be construction if I do it on the weekend. So we'll be doing either Corpse Party or Pokemon. And then on the weekend, we'll do ASMR Part 1 of the 2-parter, and then on Sunday will be ASMR Part 2. And then next week, well, that's true. I can do a YouTube poll after this for which one we should do. And then next week on Monday, I'll be doing a watch along of Rocky Horror Picture Show with Serena, because Serena for some reason has never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I don't know why, because she's a theater kid, and that's kind of blasphemous to not know like the Halloween musical. Like, I just don't understand why she hasn't seen it, because it is such an iconic, like, theater kid Halloween show. So I'm gonna show her it on Monday. I watched it with the years for a lovely movie. It is. She's too say-so. Guys, you have to understand, regardless of how say-so you are, theater people watch, like, theater. Like, theater is not a say-so art form. You know, like, she's watched Mean Girls the musical. That's kind of not say-so too, okay? Like, you just kind of, like, watch things that don't always have say-so topics because you're watching and consuming theater. And theater is a very specific art form. Not on, like, the off-screen, but, like, on the on-screen. Like, the stuff that they produce has a lot of, like, darker themes and stuff. And so, like, we're gonna show her Rocky Horror Picture Show on Monday, and then on Tuesday... I think on Tuesday I'm not streaming? And then there's something on Wednesday, and then there's something on Thursday that I can't say, and then Friday is Halloween, so I won't be streaming, and then next weekend is Idol Fest. SVP will be there, so if you're gonna be at US Idol Fest, please make sure to stop by the SVP stuff and say hi and our meet and greets, and I hope you guys will like our performance. But there's also meet and greets this weekend also for Event Horizon. Let me pull up the Event Horizon Twitter thing. Harry Winkleton, show me your Event Horizon. Event Horizon. So, you can see it here as well. This is for the VRC link, where you guys can go to Event Horizon. If you're gonna watch it online, you can easily see it there. But also, you can see it in person in Little Tokyo. So either or, you can very easily go and access it. It'll be, I believe, streamed on Perry's channel. It will be at Little Tokyo, and it'll be in VR chat. So there's like 3 different ways to watch Event Horizon. I think that my Event Horizon set is probably the best set I've ever done, and I worked really, really hard on it. So if you are able to watch and support my set for Event Horizon, I would really appreciate it. And it'll also give you a sneak peek to some covers I'll be releasing over the next couple of months, because I liked my stuff so much that I ended up getting everything, you know, mixed and stuff. Hi, Hado! Thank you for being a member for 9 months! Hello, Toka and Holy you are all crazy! I'll be in person. What color pen light? My color is purple. My color is purple. Yui's color is pink. Serena's color is light blue. Rena's color is red. Nana's is a lighter pink. Perry's is a lighter purple. And Lemmy's is green. And I will be also performing at Idolfest if you guys are at Idolfest for US Idolfest. Also, I'll be doing a meet and greet for at Event Horizon as well, so if you're there in person, we'll be able to say hi. The schedule for the meet and greets for Idolfest, for Event Horizon is, let me grab it for you. Where's this piece of thing showing the schedule? I'm on Perry's page. I might be looking at the wrong page. Let me grab it. Here it is. So here is the performance schedule for Event Horizon. I am at 2340. I don't know what that means. That is in military time. I don't actually know how to read that. But it's the time I'm performing. That's when I'm performing. Though I don't know what that means, but I'm there. I'm at 11:40 p.m. Yes, that is the truth. I don't see the graphic with the meet and greet times, but I have a meet and greet. If you're there, I'll be there. And then next week I'll talk more about the Idolfest stuff. But my color is purple if you're there in the VR chat or on the IRL. How will the meet and greets work? I believe that we're just gonna be on like screens and you can come up and talk to us at the time. Sort of like at a con sort of thing, where you just go up and then we'll be there at like our scheduled times. I'm sure they'll release the schedule soon, or if it's just something I don't see where it is. But I'll have fun talking to any of you who happen to stop by and say hello. I think it's really cool that you can go to for Event Horizon, that you're able to, you know, go in person, but also you can go on VR chat. I think that's amazing. Oh wait, I have the event. It's actually in the same post. I'm stupid. It's actually in the same post. My meet and greet time is at 10:30 p.m. So if you're at Event Horizon and you want to say hi, I will be there to say hi at 10:30 p.m. West Coast people always eating good with these events. I know, right? I'm happy there's a VR option. I am too! What's the time zone? PST or PDT for Event Horizon? Because it is Little Tokyo, which is PDT. But we are going to raid into Aono's birthday celebration. It's her 3rd day of her birthday celebration, and she's doing an endurance karaoke until she hits 3.5k. So if you guys want to, I would really appreciate it when we raid Aono if you can support her to reach her goal, because it's her birthday and she's been really nice, and she's invited both Perry and I to concerts that her company Ricori Productions has done over the last year. She's been really sweet to us. She was a part of School Days as well. But let me send you the raid message. Let me send the raid message here. And yes, later on when I actually get further along in Pokemon, I would totally be down to do a battle day. Drop. I just have to get farther in the game. We didn't really do anything last time. I just feel like the part we got to, I feel like we were on like the tutorial part where it was like 20,000 years of talking for some reason. How do you join the VR chat instance? I believe that if you click on the original post, there's like some more information about it, but here. Let me also see if there's a code. I don't know how VR chat works, that's why. So I don't know if I'm the best person to ask, but I know there must be instructions on how to join. Here. It says in the last one that there is a VRC link and preview video coming soon. I don't know what that means. Although I'm making instructions soon. Great. That is great, because I don't know how to do VR chat. Guys, I've used VR chat the amount of one time when the girls were doing like a VR chat hangout where we could do karaoke together, and I joined. Like, I was downloading VR chat as they were like hanging out and like asking Cora to help me join the room because I could not figure it out. Like, I was like, Cora, how do I join this room? I don't know how to do anything. I was like, I don't know what's happening. I can't play this game. It was really complicated. I'm really ooped. Like, and I was like, Cora, I don't know how to add my model to VR chat. Can I join without a model? She was like, girl, that's like more than half the people who use VR chat don't have a customized model. Just join and pick one. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I joined and I was like, Cora, I'm sad that I can't be an Uma Musume because you're an Uma Musume. And she was like, here, let me just I'm going to put on the skin and then like, what horse do you want? I was like, can I be Symboli Rudolph? And she was like, okay. She changed it to a Symboli Rudolph skin. She was like, okay, now you just have to scan me and you can wear the outfit. And I was like, okay. And then I scanned her and I was Symboli Rudolph. I was like, I was like, Cora, how do I put in the input so I can sing the song? She's like, just go to the wall over there and click. And I was like, okay. It's like, Cora, how are you reading the screen? She was like, look down. I was like, oh, that's helpful. Thank you. I just don't know how to use technology. It's just something I'm trying to learn, is how to do better VR chat stuff. Because I can't play VR chat very often. Like, I can do like karaoke worlds though, because it's pretty stable. I can just like walk around to make my karaoke decision and step on the stage and sing. So it's pretty easy to do that with friends and hang out. But for anything else, I'm like, I don't know how to do anything. AOL and floppy disk. Guys, I don't know what AOL is, and I've never held a floppy disk. Just so you know, I'm not old. I've never seen an AOL, and I don't know what it stands for, and I've never touched a floppy disk. Makes me motion sick after a while, so my headset is a showpiece on my shelf. I don't have an AR. Well, I do have a VR headset, but I've never used it. I came with like, I got off Facebook Marketplace this like this two like things for like VR tracking, but the person who was selling it with the headset. So I do technically have a headset, but I've never used it. I got it for the base stations. Hi Toko, hi Raze. No, this cannot be. Guys, I don't know how to use a floppy disk. I've never touched one. I know what it looks like because I had a teacher in high school who like showed us a floppy disk, but I'd never touched one before. And I don't know what an AOL is. I've had email. I've had normal email if it's an email thing. I never used the internet when it was looking all like globby looking. I never did that. I had CD things. Like when I was like a kid, like I would play Jumpstart on like these CD things that you put in the computer. AOL is the Discord of early 2000s. Instant messenger client. Oh. No, I had a Gmail. I've had a Gmail since I was a kid. Like, I didn't do instant messaging. I don't know. My parents said stranger danger. Yeah, I never played RuneScape or anything like that. I played Webkins. That was fun. I did Webkins and Jumpstart. That was cool. It's like chat rooms and Discord. Oh, I didn't do that type of stuff. I didn't play Pop Tropica, no. I played Webkins. And, I used to play games on Cartoon Network on their... They used to have these games that you could play on their website. Same with Disney and Nickelodeon. You could play like these games on their website. I used to play those. Oh yeah, and I had a Neopets account. I love Neopets. I had an account where I would play the game with the battling the Neopets. But my favorite over Neopets, I like Webkins, because I liked the curio shop and the mining, and I liked the pig game. But I also wasn't too online as a kid. I played like Pokemon on my DS, and that was kind of like my main game. Was playing Nintendogs and Pokemon, and a couple other like fun DS games. But I mean, more than when I played games, I was reading, because I used to really be into books and reading. I think I read more than I played games growing up. I was really big in books. I loved books as a kid. So there's more like, I spent way more time reading than I did on my Game Boy or my DS, or reading or like playing online games, or even watching TV. I was pretty busy reading. I liked reading like Percy Jackson and stuff like that instead. So it's just more like, I guess, like an interest thing for me a lot of the time. It was like I wasn't really interested in games. But okay, we have to raid so I can talk to you, because I'm already like late. Okay, we're gonna go into the ending screen right now. Don't forget your raid message, okay? This is the raid message. Okay. 3, 2, 1.